So we've skipped ahead to the January transfer window where most of the business will probably be outs. Roll the intro.
No, I won't stop.
Hello and welcome back to Football Manager, where we are Folkestone Invicta playing the hometown hero save. I'm trying to make my beloved hometown club of Folkestone Invicta, champions of Europe is what we're trying to aim for, but whether that happens or not, I have no idea. We're going alright. We've gone from, quick recap about everything, if we look at where am I going? I want to go to the club info, that's what I want to look at. No, I don't. I want to go, yeah, that is what I wanted, but I want to look at all the stuff where it tracks your history. I don't know where that's gone. It's probably just not on this league history. There we go. So we started out in, where are we? We're around here somewhere. So we started in the Ishman Premier Division, where we got promotion, and then we finished third in the National League South. We got promotion then to the National by winning it. Then we got promotion straight away from the National League, went up to League 2 and got promotion from League 2, finishing third into League 1, where we currently find ourselves fifth, which isn't too bad at all. Still the game in hand on Wigan, so we can jump them due to our goal difference if we win that game. We're sort of keeping pace. There was a moment, which is why we've accelerated so far through the save, or missing out all of November and all of December, because it was very boring. We were hovering around 10th. If we look at here, this section here, we were, what's that? Yeah, 10th, then went up to 8th and hovered around there. And we've just hit some really good form to lift us up. And here it is. So it's been very, very good. Crawley Town, we drew 1-1 in the FA Cup, beat them 1-0 in the replay, which was disappointing it even had to go that far. We lost at Arsenal on the 23s, 1-0 at home at Cheriton Road. Isaac getting the goal for them. Back-to-back 2-2 draws. So 2-2 with Burton Albion after we went 2-0 up. Sam Smith got them back into it to make it 2-2. And then Blackpool, really disappointing. We went 1-0 up with a penalty. It was 1-1. We went 2-1 up with an own goal. They got 2 men sent off and then equalised. It was absolutely unbelievable. A third draw in a row against Crewe, which is actually a good result for us because Crewe are pretty good. And then we beat Wigan 1-0, the game we were supposed to come back for. We beat Wigan 1-0, Eric Annan on the score sheet. We beat Shrewsbury 2-0 in the FA Cup second round, Stansfield getting a brace. Southend we drew 0-0, a disappointing result there. Coventry 1-1, we beat them on penalties in the EFL Trophy second round. We didn't miss a penalty. Unbelievable. Harry Charsley scored one in the game, then he scored one in the shootout. And yeah, we scored all 5 of our penalties, which was wonderful. We then beat Shrewsbury again, 1-0 in the league this time. Stansfield getting us a late winner. 3-0 we beat Plymouth. Will Reddy getting 2 from centre-back and Jaden Harris scoring 1 from central midfield. Wickham, we won 3-1. Parado getting a brace with his second coming in the 94th minute. Stansfield getting a goal as well after they'd made it 1-1. And after that, we'd shut them out, really. It was really good. Coventry, we've just beaten them 3-0 at home. Clampin from left wing back getting 2 and Frey getting an absolute belter of a goal from central midfield, which was very nice to see. And today we'll be playing Colchester and Bristol Rovers, both at home, 1 in the league, 1 in the FA Cup. I thought it would be good to come back for another Dave Nichols derby there. And Colchester, a mate of mine who used to live in Colchester before moving to Bristol, and that's where I met him. So it is going pretty well. However, we are now in the transfer window, so that means that Lipsil has moved and he has gone to QPR there for 50k. He's gone into their team worth 34k as an emergency backup, and they're paying $2,000 a week. So they've brought him in to really probably not play very much. But when he was transfer listed, that's the deal we agreed and negotiated. So I'm happy with that, which was good. We've brought in Harry Charsley, as you know, and as mentioned, it's more than likely going to be outs that are happening this winter window. I guess it's winter, yeah. Tyler Reid is transfer listed, and I'm hoping that Burton Albion come in with a bit of an offer for him, hoping to get him off the books because whilst he's playing okay, he doesn't train well, he doesn't mentor people well, he's just a bit lazy, and not happy with him at the moment. Much rather have Woodward when he's fit playing there, or Uwakwe there as well. Taylor Crossdale just has not stepped up to this level of football, so we're hoping to either shift him out on loan or sell him. Chesterfield interested there at the moment. Only 6 games this season, and when you're eating up over £1,000 a week of the wage budget, we can move you on. Zeki Fryers is transfer listed as well. He just hasn't been 6.77, but not anywhere near as good as I thought he would be coming in as an experienced player. And the other one is Graciak. We're not selling him. His contract's up. We've offered him a new contract, and I'm hoping he'll accept to stay with us because he's had 2 offers from his native Poland, which would tempt him to move home. So I'm hoping he can stay. Interestingly, we can't offer Prado a deal to join, and I don't know why. Oh no, hang on, because his contract, they've renewed his contract. That'll be why. Tony Weston, though, we can. He just doesn't want to move to us at the moment because we can't afford his wages. So I'm hoping if we can clear some people off our books and free up wages, then we can offer Tony Weston a good deal to stay. Stansfield is still here, 12 goals in 19 as well. He's been absolutely phenomenal this season, and it's been pretty good. We have agreed a deal to release or sell Ibsen Rossi again on a free back to Italy. He moves tomorrow. So we bought him in. It didn't really work out. He's played one game. He got a 7 in that game, which was good. He's actually played quite well in the non-competitive games for the under-23s, but the fact he's 24 means he shouldn't really be down there. We bought him on a free. He's going to be sold on a free. It frees up 1.1k of wages, and I think that's a good thing to do at this stage. So let's get into the game against Colchester as we step into the start of the January transfer window. Harry Charsley will be coming back into the team in attacking midfield. We're going to play Stansfield instead of Weston as the advanced forward. Uarkwe and Clampin start as the wing backs. I think we've got a little bit of a fitness issue going on. We'll drop Harris, can come off for Allison Jr. and we'll swap those two over in there. Uarkwe at right wing back has to stay there because I don't trust Tyler Reid at the moment. Reddy can stay at centre back because that's not too bad, that fitness. Unless we play we could start Boateng over Reddy, or even a Koch. Let's start a Koch over Reddy. Let's give him a little bit of a rest on the bench, and we'll go from there. Missing out entirely. Luca Coco is starting to miss out. Reddy, they're just so good. Reddy and Ashby on loan from the Premier League team. So Derby County in the Championship for Reddy, and Ashby from Aston Villa. Both of them are just playing really, really well, and they've caused Luca Coco to miss his spot, which is something he's not very happy about, to be honest. And Eric Annan is back in. He was playing a lot for the under-23s, found his goal-scoring boots, and he's come back up to the senior team and is actually doing very well as an impact sub. So it's going well. It is going well. Question of the day is an easy one today. How many hours have you played on this year's Football Manager? If you look on Steam, it should tell you. I'm up to just under 400 hours. Now I think it's like 360, 370, something like that. So I guess you'd probably describe that as just over 350 hours. But yeah, let's pick up where we left off. We're playing very, very well. And calmly, I believe you've all got what it takes to go out there and make a difference. Ross can tell you who to kick. And let's get the game underway. So we're at home. Colchester aren't doing brilliantly, as you can see there, just above the relegation zone. So we're going to start positive and see how we end up. Now what we've been doing is getting into the lead, going to cautious, and then putting on time wasting if we've still got the lead with about 10 minutes to go. So hopefully you'll see what I mean by all of this, as there's a lot less highlights since the patch. That is something I've noticed. We're still on extended highlights. We could go to comprehensive if we want to fill it out a bit, but I think we've settled on a formation. We know who our players are. We know how that's all working now, so I don't think we need to see too many highlights. Stansfield in goes with a header, lovely header there. The league table nearly got in the way, to be honest, but a wonderful header from Stansfield. His 13th goal of the season. Frey into Humphreys, into Allison Jr. Good ball out to Clampin on the left hand side. Really has made that left wing spot his own. Ball in. Stansfield with a good header. Keeper couldn't get there, and it's 1-0 Invicta. Invicta. It's a really good start for us. Frey picks up the ball. Clampin is in space on the left. Okocha does find him now. He's already got 1 assist. He's in really good form at the moment. Clampin gets towards the byline. Ball in again. Stansfield with another header. This one just past the post. And to be honest, that league table is getting in the way a little bit. So we will minimise it for future highlights. But yeah, we're playing well. Keep the creativity up. 1 shot on target, 1 goal. It's the sort of thing I'd normally moan about. 47 points. Wigan obviously not winning at the moment. Keeps us in touching distance with the top 3 as well. Uarkwe, ball in. Humphreys is fouled. He is. Harry Charsley is on the pitch. He is now our designated penalty taker with a whopping penalty taking 11. So very happy to see him in the pitch. Charsley. Oh, it's saved by Dawson. I was like, why is it I talk people up about penalties and they go and miss? That is the first one he's missed this season though, so I'll let him off a little bit. Frey, ball in. Okocha at the back post, and it's gone over everybody and drifts out for a goal kick. So down the other end, Frey wins that header. Now Prado, can we launch a counter-attack? Prado running down the middle of the pitch. He's got Stansfield. If he can beat his man, he gets a shot off and Dawson makes a good save. Wondering who's in goal. C. Dawson is in goal for Colchester, and it will be a free kick to be whipped in. Clamping at the back post, just the outside of the side netting. and it goes behind for a goal kick, but we are asserting our dominance right now. Uwakwe in his unfamiliar right wing back position is tackled. Ashby picks up the loose ball to Frey. Frey out to Uwakwe again. Uwakwe does well, brings it infield into the box. Uwakwe gets a shot off easy for Dawson, that one. And it remains 1-0 Folkestone. They're trying to play quickly out the back here, and it's not working. Charlesley on a 6-point after missing that penalty. A bit disappointing, but we've got a 1-0 win. So, passionately, I'm happy with your performance. Keep it going. I don't see any need to say anything else. We'll get them out there and demanding a bit more as well. Humphreys into Ashby. Holds onto the ball and goes back to Grasiak. We are playing very, very well. Kocher was there, but it's on the left-hand side now with Colchester. Sayer into Poku. Poku beats his man. He's got a bit of space if he can whip across in. Allison Jr. goes to meet him, and there's a header over the bar. Not troubling the goalkeeper at all. As they're still playing in their shell. I think Harry Charlesley's going to have to come off after that penalty miss. He really isn't playing well. Yandanda comes on. He's seen his chances limited a lot because Harry Charlesley has been on form recently. Sawyer down the line to Okoro. Back to Sawyer. Or Sayer, I guess it would be. Robbed by Yandanda. Fresh legs on the pitch, robbing their left back of the ball. Yandanda, can he put a cross in? No. Uwakwe's beaten to it by Puku as well, and it could be a counter of the counter. Yandanda's trying to get back at him. Hassan Ali on the right-hand side, gets to the byline, puts a cross in. Poku's there, and Grasiak makes the save. And that's just a reminder that Colchester can be dangerous on the counter. Something we have to keep an eye out for. Allison Jr. not playing very well, so he can also come off and be replaced. Ooh. Yeah, Boateng, I guess, as a box-to-box. That won't be too bad in there. You should do alright. We have got Uwakwe who can slip in if we want to bring on Reed. Probably what I should have done as Poku hits the free kick into the wall. I trust Boateng, and then he runs it out of play. What an idiot. What a complete moron. There's 20 minutes to go. I don't think we need to drop to cautious just yet. That's a hopeful ball to nobody from Boateng. Hassan Ali picks it up. Hassan Ali tries to go around his man. It's a race, and Brown's going to win it and get there first. Into Hare for Colchester. Hassan Ali gives it away. Yandanda picks up the loose ball. Nothing comes of it. And we're playing pretty well. Jay Stansfield looks like he's got a pulled hamstring, that says. Uwakwe's looking knackered. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. We have got Tyler Reed on the bench, but we are trying to sell him. And generally, I don't like to play people that we're trying to sell. Brown into Senior. Back to Clayton. Back to Senior again. Back to Clayton. Into Brown. Kennedy goes long and picks out Poku really well. Poku beats one. Gets into the box. Beats two. Lays it back. Okoro shoots straight at Grasiak. And we hang on again. Let's just have a quick look at this then. So, 62% Uwakwe. He's not used to running up and down the wing. So we'll bring him off and bring Reed on into that wing-back position. And we'll just demand more from them to try and see this out. Sawyer, ball in. Okocha wins the header. Okoro shoots and it's 1-1. Just like that, it becomes 1-1. And that is really annoying. 10 minutes to go and Colchester get the equaliser. Ah, man. Let's update our opposition instructions with Ross as he's been watching the game. We'll demand more from them, but they're going to get away with this result, I think. Probably not deserved. Frey, ball in. And there it is, and Humphreys gets the winner. Well, potential winner. We'll drop it down to cautious. We're going to waste a lot of time now. Try and see this game out as Humphreys gets his third goal of the season. Frey swings in a really good free kick, playing with a lovely yellow and blue ball in January right now. Can we keep hold of this win? I think we deserve it, to be honest. We're up into 4th position again. As I said before, just about keeping touch with the top 3. As we get a throw in here. Reed into Boateng. Back to Reed. Reed beats his man really well. Puts a cross in. Looking for Prado over the bar. And the 5 minutes of a lot of extra time or injury time are done. There we go. It is a 2-1 win. Colchester making it a bit nervy at the end with that equaliser. But we did enough to hold on and get the second goal. And we go in. And now we have the FA Cup 3rd round coming up. And we'll be back if anything interesting happens in between then. Now Danda gets one over Colchester, which is good. And Stansfield, 11 days to 2 weeks with a pulled hamstring. Didn't come up with an orange injury either, which is interesting. But we will be back for the Bristol Rovers game. So we're back on game day with some terrible news. Grasiak has agreed to leave the club on a free. And I'm not surprised, to be honest. 4.4 grand a week they're paying him. That's a big step up from £675 a week. So, yeah. I mean, it's disappointing. It is disappointing. Now, we could potentially see if they want to make it now, like take him now, and I can't remember how you do that. There is a way normally, but Yeah, it's a bit disappointing. We do have Jake Turner, who is a good backup goalkeeper, who we may start giving a bit more game time to now, because again, I don't like playing people when they've already agreed to leave. We're struggling to sell all the other players, but we are back on game day for Bristol Rovers, so I just thought I'd bring you back to that news that Graciak won't be here next year, which is annoying. So it's disappointing, but it does mean we definitely have to go and get a goalkeeper in the summer, or potentially look for one that's out of contract, I guess. But that would be far too sensible for me to do that. As it's been postponed. Brilliant. Absolutely amazing. So we're now back for a game that isn't going to happen. It's been moved to the 7th, which is in 3 days' time. So we came back with that news, and then it ended up being postponed. So we'll be come back for the game. Cheers. So it is now game day, and it's no longer postponed, so it is actually happening today. And this is how we're going to line up. Turner is going to play in goal because it's the FA Cup and I want to try him out. Reddy, Humphreys, Ashby, Reed, Clampin, Harris, Allison Jr., Charsley, Weston and Prado. Let's get into it. Let's see how we get on. So Turner comes in. First game of the season for him. Now Graciak has agreed to leave the club at the end of the season. Turner's going to get well, let's see how today goes. I was going to say he gets a run in the team. We owe Bristol Rovers after what happened in the last game, and I have faith in every single one of you to get out there and bloody do it and get that revenge. Avenge me! So the game is underway. They're starting cautious. We're going to start positive again. And Charsley Ashby picks up the ball into Humphreys, moving it around well. Reed, has he overhit that? No, he's going to keep it in. If we can get an early goal, it'll be wonderful, but we haven't. Hadland gets it away, and Reddy just mops up the loose ball. But yeah, so Jake Turner, let's see how he gets on in goal. Obviously, he would have been at training every day, playing understudy to Graciak, watching what he does, know how he needs to play. But Graciak has made some good saves and kept us in games. Wilson, there's Oak, shot blocks, it's bouncing around. Ashby is still bouncing around. Turner puts his foot through it. That's fine by me to start the game. Jakey boy, keep that happening. Oaks over the ball into Holmes Dennis. They've got Oaks on the overlap. If we can nick it though, we could be in. Holmes Dennis forced left out to Wilson, keeps it in play, and has enough time to look at the ball and do something with it. Scott beats his man into Oaks. Oaks can't get a shot off. He does there, and it's really poor. And let's get a little bit more from the guys as soon as it clicks over into 10 minutes. That's when shouts take effect, if you hadn't have known. Reed into Weston. Reed again. This is his way to play himself back into my good books, really. Charsley into Clampin on the left-hand side. Loves a shot from range, and Bond makes the save. Clampin scores a fair few amount of goals that he scored for the club have come from this sort of range. As that goes in towards the back post. Ashby's beaten in the air. Keeps it alive. Can he whip across in the centre-back? He does. Towards Prado, and Bond holds on. Makes the save. Our first shots on target. We're getting there. Oaks on the left-hand side for Bristol Rovers. Back to Holmes Dennis. Over the top looking for Walker, who's just pulled off the back three. He's got into the box. He's beaten one. Harris puts in a tackle, but it's bad and it's a penalty. Damn. They're going to step up. We'll take it. Gilby is going to step up. Jake Turner. First game of the season. He doesn't even dive. Lazy. Lazy, if anything. Alex Gilby scores for Bristol Rovers' first shot on target. Their first clear-cut chance. It's from the penalty spot. And it's 1-0 Bristol Rovers. And Jake Turner, he did dive, just not enough. I mean, it's pretty pathetic, if you ask me, on your debut, if you want to try and impress. But, yeah, I guess he's not to blame. It was Harris, wasn't it, that gave away the penalty. 25 minutes gone. They're still playing cautious. I feel like we can take the advantage here. It's back in, and Humphreys puts in an empty net. I think it was kept off the line. Charsley, I think, had a shot. It's kept off the line, and Humphreys is there to make it 1-1. Just as I say, I think we can take advantage. Harris dinks in the corner. There's no down. That's Charsley there, shot. Yeah, it is. It's cleared into Humphreys. He scored with his arse. He has scored with his arse, which is absolutely unbelievable. Now, up the other end, Oaks, ball in. Humphreys heads it away. Now, there is a counter-attack here. Allison Jr. into Prado. But look at the numbers we've got on the other side. If he can do that crossfield ball, I don't think he's going to be able to. Clamp into Harris. In he goes to Prado. Oh, that's a wasteful shot at the end of a good move. Half an hour gone, 1-1. And I feel like we're on top, but... Well, they're having a lot of shots, but they're very much from range, so... They're not really threatening us. 5 shots on target, and Jake's only conceded 1, which was a penalty. So you can argue he's playing pretty well at the moment. Bristol Rovers... coming into this in pretty mixed form. They're not doing brilliantly in the league. But 15 shots they've had, all from range. The only one they've scored is a penalty. So, assertively, if we get a goal, I make us the favourites. And then we'll go for the old, you weren't that bad. But assertively say, I think I've got faith in them to go out there and do it. Start the second half. We'll quickly update the opposition instructions with Ross now that he's seen 45 minutes of football. He knows who he wants to kick it that little bit harder. And I'm wondering, they're coming out positive now. Do we drop to cautious, or do we go positive, be positive, and hope that the fact that we've got a more structured system gives us the win? Allison Jr. again not playing with Tyler Reid. This is exactly why, mate. I don't want you around anymore. I'm actually going to put Rourke Frey there. Not his best, but he's going to sit there. Allison Jr. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. Luca Coco is going to come on for Reid. Allison Jr. is going to come on for Rourke Frey. And we'll go for that at the moment. It's really annoying you only get 5 subs in the FA Cup. Humphreys out left to Clampin with a good ball. Clampin coming forward with it. Can he beat his man? No, he runs into Scott. It's cleared away. Harris with a header. Charsley picks it up. Harry Charsley back to Harris. Out towards Reid, who the subs are getting ready to replace him. He wins a corner, and that will be his last involvement in the game, I think. It is, as the substitutions are made. We're doing alright. Still shooting from range. 18 shots and 8 on target. Jake Zamina 6.8 in goal, which is decent. I think we're going to get some fresh legs on up front. As the corner comes in for Bristol City. It's cleared away. Gilby there. It's off the line and Noble puts it in. I think Jake made the save but couldn't keep it out. Prado will do Prado for Annan in that poacher role on that side there. Leaving Weston on up front. As the corner came in from Oaks for Bristol Rovers. Gilby headed it. It's sort of against the post, and then Noble, his easiest goal he'll ever score in his life, I imagine. Frey over the free kick. In it goes. Can we get an instant response? No, we can't. Harris, he thought he had scored, but he went the wrong side of the post. Scott. Harris is there to rob it. Harris goes over the top. Eric Annan, fresh legs on. He's got a man in the middle. Can he pick him out? He tried, but the cross was really well blocked. And Hadland's there for Bristol Rovers. Burke gets it away. Reddy brings the ball down. That's a bit of a poor pass. Gilby nearly got there. Frey keeps it alive for Folkestone. Frey got a bit of space on this right hand side. It's a complicated pass, or tough pass Frey tried to pick out there. Walker to Wilson. Into Gilby. Up the line to Walker again. Walker, can he find a man? No, Reddy with a tackle, and it's still play on. I thought the ref had given a free kick. Holmes Dennis. Frey robs it. Burke. Annan picks out. Weston beats his man. Weston's 3-1-1 for the equaliser. It's a great block. A last-ditch slide block on that one from the defender. And with 20 minutes to go, we find ourselves 2-1 down. Oaks with a free kick, and it goes. Ashby. Frey picks up the loose ball. Tried to clear it away, but it falls to Oaks on a rebound. Blocked well by Ashby. And it goes behind. And Bristol Rovers look like they could be going through to the 4th round of the FA Cup. Oaks. Over the ball. Puts it into the box. Harris wins the header. Charsley will pick it up, but not too much happening there. Let's go attacking. In fact, let's go very attacking for the last 15 minutes. Gilby. Ball in. Cleared away, but Scott will keep it alive for Bristol City. Rovers. Hadland. Oh, there we go. Game over. 3-1. We ain't getting back into this game now. 23 shots. 12 on target. Man, that's a lot of shots that we've given up there. I don't know why that we would have given up that many. Oaks. Ball in. We're still on very attacking here, so we're going to be pressing the ball quite hard. Noble off the bar. Maybe we should drop it, although it doesn't matter, does it? Lose 3-1, lose 6-1, it doesn't really matter. Let's demand more from them again. Yeah, we haven't really been at the races like we normally are. Ball in. Ogbeta gets it away. Harris keeps it alive. Harry Charsley tries to bend one in the top corner. 7 minutes to go, and it does feel like Bristol Rovers are now going to be going through rather easily in this game. They've managed it well. They've kept a good team out as well in their 4-3-2-1 formation, or 4-1-2-2-1, or 4-1-4-1 DM wide if you're Football Manager. Nevers is robbed by Luca Coco. It goes up towards Weston. He's beaten though. Harris flicks it on. Weston is still there. Can't get through. It's a full-time whistle. I thought we may get one more chance, but it's 3-1. We get knocked out of the FA Cup. Something I'm not too fussed about. I'm still going to, far from pleased because we lost 3-1 at home, but I'm not too fussed about getting knocked out. We've got a lot of games coming up, and when we get into a bad run of form, it's generally because we can't keep up with the games. But the 3rd round is good for us. Happy with that. I think they'll go on to go and play Cardiff, I think, is who they had lined up in the next round. But not too bad. And we'll be back at the end of the January transfer window to see if there's any deals that have been done. So we'll probably come back for Sunderland and Mansfield, I imagine. That's what we'll come back for. So, yeah, we're out of the League Cup, getting knocked out by Millwall early doors. There we were, losing 4-2. We're out of the FA Cup, losing 3-1 to Bristol Rovers at home. But we do still have the trophy, EFL Trophy South version Third round, we're playing Chelsea under 23, so we might lose that as well. But we'll be back for Sunderland v Mansfield at the end of the month. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And of course, let me know down below how many hours have you put into Football Manager so far. Cheers.